gentlemen, welcome to the Ann Lincoln Show. You are about to see a special show that I call The Tales of a Juggling Bard. This is a show I made for the libraries this summer because once upon a time, there wasn't entertainment online like you're watching right now. Once upon a time, there were performers. Sometimes they were called bards, and they had to do all the entertainment. So they would maybe tell some jokes, they would perform some magic tricks, learn some juggling routines, tell stories, maybe even sing a little song. That's the kind of stuff I've put together for you. Right now, I would like to show you some of my favorite juggling routines. I hope you like them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Ann Lincoln Show that I call The Tales of a Juggling Bard. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to do some juggling for you now. And I want to do the juggling where every great juggler in the entire world has ever started juggling, all the way back to the juggling bards. Once upon a time, all the great jugglers have started in the same place. They've started with a kind of juggling that was called one-ball juggling. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, one-ball juggling. Hey, up! Thank you. Okay, here's what from the juggling bards on all jugglers have found out, is that if you just juggle like that, somebody wants to see some fancy juggling. So the fancy juggling with one ball would be something like juggling behind my back. That's fancy juggling. But you couldn't stop there. You had to move on. After one ball juggling, next came two ball juggling. Ooh, ah, twice as hard. Two ball juggling. One, two. Shoo. That was really hard. I even dropped one. Did you see that? I'm going to pick it up and keep going. Here's the thing. Some people still want to see fancy juggling. So with two ball juggling, to do fancy, you have to juggle two juggling balls using only one hand. That actually would be twice as hard. So here we go. Two balls juggled with one hand. But wait, there is more. Two balls juggled with the other hand. But wait, there is more. Two balls juggled with two hands, but one hand while we're doing it will always be waving. Hello, hello, hi, I'm waving. I know. Let's stop. Okay, right now. Yes, right now. Okay, here we go. One, two, and that is fancy juggling with two juggling balls. But then, after two juggling balls, jugglers always have to move on. Three ball juggling. That's more juggling balls than hands at the ends of my arms. Strange but true. I'm going to start with two. I'm going to add the third. You're not going to believe your eyes. Watch closely. You'll see two balls being juggled. And now, three balls being juggled. Yes! Yes! No. 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 Okay, I think I know what's happening here. I think some people out there, you're watching me right now, and you're remembering times that you've watched on YouTube or some of those contest shows, America's Got Talents, or on the TV. You watch TV and you've seen those juggler guys. And those juggler guys on TV, they've juggled in a circle. You know those guys? Yeah, I hate those guys. No, I don't hate those guys. I don't hate anybody. But I know what's happening. You've watched TV, right? And that is what you want me to do, right? And I can do that. I can watch TV. I do it all the time. I do it too much. Netflix is hard. It flips over in like 5 seconds and then you're on season 3 before you... Okay, anyway, I'm going to juggle for you like those guys on TV, around in a circle. Watch closely. Two balls are being juggled and now three balls in a circle just like on TV. How does she do it? Why does she do it? When is she going to stop it? Okay, you guys have been very patient with me. I know what you want to see. Watch closely. You'll see two balls being juggled, but keep watching, because all of a sudden, before you know it, three balls are being juggled, and that's when the crowd goes wild. But somebody always wants to still see some fancy juggling. So here's the part where the books come in. You guys, I've read so many books about juggling that I know lots of different names for the fancy juggling with three juggling balls. And I'm going to tell you the juggling secrets of those names right now. You won't even have to read all of those books. But the next time you do read a book about juggling, you'll already know some of the names. The next time you see a juggler, you already know some of the names of the fancy juggling tricks. So here we go. this is the regular juggling, and this has a name. This is called the cascade. Anytime they're going in a pattern like this, cascade. But keep watching, because here's the fancy juggling. Watch the red ball. It's going to start to go over the top of the other two balls, back and forth. Back and forth is called tennis. Tennis. But what if they all go over the top? They make a great big circle. Now this is how some people think all juggling is, but this is actually really hard juggling. This is how they juggle in the circus, the real expert jugglers. This is the circus circle. Circus circle. That's called a boo-boo. I hate it when I do a boo-boo, but sometimes it happens. It's okay. You just keep going. You do the circus circle, but what if you get tired of doing the circus circle or cascade kind of circles? What if you start to do something like go up and down? Up and down is called columns. Columns. This is called faking it. Faking it. This is called a yo-yo. 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 This is one of my favorites. It's called the claw. Look at that. I'll do it again. Claw. I like it a lot. Claw, 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 claw. Here comes the big finish. Get ready, you guys. 1, 2, 3. Fancy juggling. But here's what happens. No matter how fancy you are with 3 balls, if you're a juggling bard on up today when I'm doing shows for you, when you juggle with 3 balls, somebody in the audience will almost always say, hey, can you juggle with 4 balls? And then I juggle with 4 balls, and someone else will say, oh, now juggle with 5 balls. And I'll juggle with 5 balls, and someone will say, hey, juggle with 6. Now juggle with 7. Now juggle with 8, with 9, with 10. And I'm going to tell you guys a little juggling secret that I found out from the history books of juggling. Here's a little secret. As far as I know, the official world record is 11 balls. 11 balls juggled up in the air. Now I'm going to tell you guys another little secret, okay? And the other little secret is that I cannot juggle that many. No. But you know what I will do right now? I'm going to juggle for you with 8 balls. And then I'm going to go on and juggle some completely different things later. But right now, I will juggle for you with 8 balls for the first time ever on this YouTube video today. I'm not gonna lie, but I am gonna juggle with 8 balls, and here they are, ladies and gentlemen. 8 balls are being juggled. Look at that, 8 balls. 8 balls. 8. Okay, some people are saying 3 balls. I only see 3 balls. Look, 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 8 balls. 8. 8 balls. 8. It's a pool ball joke. It's a bad pun. It's wasted on the young, but I like it, so it's in the show. Okay, we'll be back and juggle some other things after this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of the Ann Lincoln Show where I'm going to do like a juggling bard used to do. When they came to town, they knew they'd have to juggle something really big to gather a crowd to see their show. So they would say, ladies and gentlemen, come and see the juggling show. Bring your friends. Bring your friends' friends. Have your friends of friends bring their friends. Bring your Facebook friends. And I will juggle for you with these 3 very dangerous and very deadly and very plastic. Ow, plastic. And I will juggle for you right now just like they did back in the days of the juggling bard. Here we go. Up, up, ho! Because see, once these shiny things started flying around in the air, people would come. They would bring their friends. They would bring their friends' friends. They would bring their Facebook friends. They'd get more and more excited. And then, eventually, the crowd would go wild. Yeah, but someone would always want to see the fancy juggling. Well, that's fine, because I will show you fancy juggling with these 3 very dangerous and very deadly and very plastic. Ow, not again, stop that. Not only will I show you the fancy juggling, we're going to go back to the books and the things you can learn at your library, and I'm going to tell you the names of the fancy juggling with these plastic juggling pins. So then you will know all the names of fancy juggling that could be done with juggling pins. So here we go. Fancy juggling. Very dangerous. Very deadly. Very plastic. Not again. That hurts. I won't do that again. But I will do the fancy juggling, and I will tell you the name. So here's the regular juggling that you just saw. This does have a name. This is called Cascade, because this pattern with almost any kind of juggling equipment is called Cascade. But keep watching. You're about to see the fancy juggling. It's going to spin around really fast and go a little bit higher than the other clubs. You see that one? It's spinning around 2 times. A double. Check it out. We have a double, a double, a double, a double. Now keep watching. I'm going to show you another fancy juggling trick that goes under the leg. Yeah, when this happens, this has a name. This is called under the leg. Under. Now, keep watching. You'll see one of my favorite tricks. It's called a fish. It looks a little bit like there's a fish in the middle of the pattern jumping out of the water, jumping into the water. That was a bad fish. Did you see that bad fish? No, no, no. Bad fish. That's not how we juggle. I'm sorry about that. Hey. So I will be, what? No, that's not how you juggle. That's a bad fish. Stop it! Okay, so, are you finished? Okay, that's better. Hey, you guys two, cut it out. We're trying to show them the fish. Sorry about that, guys. Let me show you the fish. It's really one of my favorite ones. Here we go. A fish. Look at that. There you go. That does look like a fish. A fish jumping out of the water. A flying fish. Now watch this one. This one is, ow, what kind of fish is that? That's that bad fish again. Cut it out. You are a barracuda. Silly fish. Barracuda. You're a bad fishy. And you're gonna be some sushi. Okay, here's the big finish, you guys. And that is fancy juggling. Thank you. Ever since I first learned how to juggle, there's one juggling trick I always wanted to do. And that was to juggle and be able to eat an apple at the same time. It's my favorite trick. When I started reading books about juggling, I started looking for that trick, and I found some books that had how to do that trick in it. So I'd like to do it for you guys right now. This is when I count to 3, I'm going to eat the apple. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to eat the apple. Ah! Wait a minute. Okay. Ah! Get back here. This is why I need to read books about juggling to learn how to do this stuff. I actually found out you have to take the apple, bring it to your mouth, take a bite, get back out, and keep juggling. So that's what I'll do on the count of 3. I will eat the apple that way. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Eat the apple. Yuck. Sorry, that was eating a beanbag ball. I am here to eat the apple. 3rd time's the charm. When I say 3, eat the apple. 1, 2, 2.5, 3. Ooh, there it is. I'll do that. Oh yeah, that was good. I'll do it again. Yes. 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 One more bite. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry. It's not polite to talk with your mouth full, but thanks for watching me eat the apple. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have moved the show outside so that I can show you the hardest thing I ever learned how to juggle from reading books. See, when I decided to be a juggling bar, to actually do shows, I read books about shows and juggling, and those books told me you should practice juggling every single day. And I did. I practiced every single day for 5 years. And after 5 years of practice, well, I could juggle with this 8-pound bowling ball. But I did not stop here. No, if I stopped here, this would be like reading only one book for summer reading. No, I kept reading and I kept practicing another 5 years. And after 10 years of practice, well then I could juggle with this 8-pound bowling ball and with this 8-pound bowling ball. But I did not stop here. No, if I stopped here, this would be like reading only 2 books for summer reading. Only 2? Well, that would be lame. No, I kept reading and I kept practicing another 5 years. And after 15 years of practice, I was really tired. I was. But it was worth it because I could juggle with this 8-pound bowling ball and with this 8-pound bowling ball and with this 8-ounce beanbag ball. Okay, you remember the part where I was tired, right? But I'm going to juggle for you with these 3 real things. And while I'm juggling, you're going to see the blue beanbag ball fly into the air over my head with bowling balls 8 times. And that will be the big finish for the Juggling Bard juggling part of the show. Hop! Hop! Are you ready? Here we go. Hop! Hop! Are you sure you're ready? Here we go. Hop! Hop! I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Okay, now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. Here we go. 8 times in the air. Real bowling balls, real juggling outside. Here we go. Hop! Hop! Ho! 1! Yes. 2. Here we go. 3. 4, 5, almost there, 6, a little bit more, 7, 1 more, 8, yeah! Yeah, 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 yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much. That is the hardest thing I ever learned how to juggle, and it all started when I read a book about juggling. I hope you've enjoyed the show so far. Thanks a lot. Have a great summer. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching. This has been the Ann Lincoln Show that I call the Tales of a Juggling Bard. I made it especially for the libraries, and I hope that you are able to enjoy all the things the libraries are putting out this summer. And please remember to support them on into the year, because you know what? They're going to be here to support you no matter what. I had a lot of fun making these videos. I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope to see you again soon. My name's Ann Lincoln. Thanks very much.